Hello, this is Podcasting in 3 Easy Steps with me, Juliana.
And me, Susie. We've spent years creating award-winning podcasts, and now we want to share what we've learned with you to help you get your podcast out of your head and into the ears of your audience.
In each short episode, we'll give you 3 simple steps to create and market an awesome podcast that your listeners will enjoy.
We're passionate about podcasting and the power it has to connect with your clients and community and transform your business.
Hello. Thanks for tuning in. This is a cheeky little takeover by me, Nic Redman, of Podcasting in 3 Easy Steps. So strap in. So my name's Nic Redman. I'm a spoken voice and recording coach. I think in terms of how to work with your accent as a podcaster in 3 easy steps, for me, the first thing is get used to your accent and know about your accent. So record yourself and listen back in a low stakes environment and get used to how you sound, how people hear you, what the trends and the traits in your accent and your voice are, and try and sort of hear yourself how other people hear you. And that'll allow you to learn how your accent exists within the podcast space and what it's like to listen to your accent in headphones. The next thing for me is involve it in your podcast. So you shouldn't be changing your accent to do your podcast. Your accent is an intrinsic part of who you are and your identity. So for me, I am Irish, Northern Irish, very proudly, and I use it. So I use all my local dialect deliberately and effusively, and I just tell people, and it becomes part of our relationship. And people love listening to my podcast because they hear words like feck and crack and like silly Northern Irish words, and people come up to me and go, well, what's the crack? And it becomes part of the brand. So make it a quirk, involve it, introduce a few local terms that you know you use at the start in your first couple of episodes, or take that time out. You know, if you need to say, if a word comes out because you're speaking spontaneously and you think someone might not understand, just go, oh, by the way, crack means fun, and just go back and let them know about it. So bring them into it, educate them. It's a really powerful responsibility and a chance to share your wonderful accent with the world. So do it. And then my third tip is have a little line or two at the top of your podcast at the start. Could be your intro even, that isn't completely crucial information to give them time to tune into you. So if you go straight in with, this podcast is about insert really important life-changing thing here in your beautiful Scots dialect, people might miss it. Not because they're ignorant, but because they may not be used to your sound. So have a few introductory, chilled lines so people can tune in and go, oh, I'm going to have to listen a bit harder now. Okay. And then give them the big stuff. If you've enjoyed these tips, please join me in January. I'm doing a 3-day masterclass series catchily titled Vocally Free for 2023. There's a link in the show notes and I really hope to see you there. You've been listening to me, Nic Redman, on a little takeover of podcasting in 3 easy steps, and you can find me at The Voice Coach Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts.